One of the reasons that Alan Dershowitz is so respected is that he doesn't put politics before the rule of law. In 2019, he said he would enthusiastically support Joe Biden for president and that he's been a Democrat voter most of his life. In 2021, he said that Trump's rally before the 2021 storming of the United States Capitol was constitutionally protected speech. He said it would be his honor and privilege to defend Trump in a trial. Now, this is because he can separate his personal politics from what is the rule of law. And that is an ability and a fundamental characteristic of great civic leaders that I fear we may be losing in modern liberal democracies today, including Australia, as our criminal justice system becomes more and more used for political attacks. Professor Dershowitz joins me from New York tonight. Sir, it is an honour to have you on the show. Tell us firstly, you've got a new book out called Get Trump. What is the premise of that book?
Well, first of all, I love Australia. I've been there on numerous occasions, and I've had wonderful, wonderful times, both in the cities and on the countryside and on the coast. So thank you for having me on. Look, I'm a liberal Democrat. I voted against Donald Trump twice. I fully intend to vote against him a third time. But I put civil liberties and constitutional rights before I put partisanship. And so the premise of my book is that although the ends and the goals of people who are trying to get Trump are laudable, making sure he's not the next president, the means that are being used by many, many people on the left are ignoble, unconstitutional, unethical, and just dead wrong. They're targeting him. They're going after him using different standards of justice than are used against other people. They're taking shortcuts with the Constitution and with the law, and they're endangering the rights of all Americans, liberal, conservative, pro-Trump, anti-Trump, conservative, Republicans, everybody. And so my goal is to set the legal system straight and not to allow Donald Trump and the hatred that has been generated toward him to destroy our legal system.
There seems to be a lack of understanding that if we lose these fundamental ideas and concepts, that it doesn't matter what side of politics you're on, this could affect you.
It's not a misunderstanding. By most people, they fully understand it. They just reject it.
Right.
They think Trump is so evil and so dangerous that they're prepared to knowingly take these risks with our liberty. They know that if you establish the precedent against Trump, it will be used against Biden. It will be used against members of Congress on the Democratic side. Ultimately, it will be used against me and against other Americans. They know that intellectually, but they really do have what has been called Trump derangement syndrome. I have friends who I can talk to about every subject, but when you try to talk to them about Donald Trump, they go absolutely crazy. I mean, you probably heard the name Larry David, famous, comedian, Curb Your Enthusiasm. We were close friends. Done dinners all the time, he worked out in my basement gym. I helped his daughter get into college. But as soon as I defended Trump, he could not talk to me. I said to him one day, Larry, can we talk? No, you're disgusting. You're on their side. Americans have divided our country into two sides. You're for Trump or you're against Trump, and there's no middle ground. You can't say, well, Trump did a pretty good thing on the Abraham Accords with Israel, but he did a terrible thing with immigration policy, which is what I believe. But you can't say that. You're either 100% for Trump or 100% against Trump.
If you enjoyed that content, there's lots more where that came from. The Other Side Australia is back every Tuesday and Friday on ADH TV and all good podcast platforms. It's your weekly short circuit summary of the best news commentary from Australia and abroad. Don't miss it.